Yo guys, welcome to another prediction video. Obviously it's that time of the year, the new season is starting. I've tried to keep this, do this as late as possible, but there is still transfers going on, and there is one particular transfer that hasn't happened yet that might make a big difference. Other than that, I'm looking at my predictions and, this is what it is, but yeah. 23-24 predictions. Can't wait to come back to this and see how much I've flopped up like I did last year. The only good thing is like the bottom two, everyone's got the same, but there's a bit of an issue. Who's going to finish bottom? So I've gone Luton bottom, Sheffield United 19th. There is, and I'm saying it now, they won't get above 15 points, both of them. Maybe Sheffield United, maybe they'll push 20, but I can see Luton definitely not getting anywhere near. They could be. This could be a season where we could have a record of lowest amount of points. Luton just haven't strengthened their squad for Prem. They've gone for all Championship level. They just, like everyone said, Luton's just literally building their team up ready for the Championship next season, which I think is an owl. Yeah, don't get me wrong, Luton, Premier League, they're not a Premier League team, but yeah, bottom, 100%. Sheffield United, 19th, 100%. So, 18th, I think between 14th and 18th is going to be very close, but I've gone Wolves, bottom. Most of you will know why Wolves is bottom. I mean, the team looks awful, and I don't think they've brought anyone in that's like, wow. I don't even know who their main striker is now. Is it Costa? I don't even know if Costa's still there. That's how bad it is there, because Jimenez is gone, and I literally just can't see Wolves surviving unless they somehow bring in players left, right, and centre. I mean, they've lost all their best players, simple as, all day long. So yeah, I'm putting Wolves 18th there. Forest, I think, will just survive, and I put them 17th. I haven't really paid attention too much to Forest transfer window because it's Forest. Nothing amazing, nothing like that. As I said, I do think it's going to be very close between 14th and 18th. So any of these teams could easily finish 18th. Maybe the last one might not do, but yeah, Forest 17th, Burnley 16th. I say that they'll finish 18th, but I don't think they will. I think they'll be in that part of like close to relegation, but I think Burnley will survive, especially with company. That I just have a feeling Burnley aren't going to go down. They do have a team that should stay in the Premier League, but you know, it is what it is, and it looks like they're trying to get one of our players off us. So that'll be interesting. They're trying to get Ramsey off us, Aaron Ramsey, which. He's a good player, but I don't think we'll sell him for that price what they're after. So Burnley 16th. I've put Everton again 15th, down there again. I just can't see them getting anywhere. I don't think they're going to get relegated this season, only because there is teams that look so much worse than these. But they've survived twice now, 2 seasons in a row. They've somehow survived, and I just think they're going to do that again and survive again. But it's all about dodgeball, and everyone's going dodgeball, but I can't see Everton getting too many points, so I'm putting them 15th. As I said, I think the 18th to 14th is going to be very close. The other one I've gone for is West Ham. A bit of West Ham. Losing Rice is massive, and I haven't seen anyone like massive go back into West Ham. You'd think they would have spent 100 million on some good players. I mean, I haven't seen any massive transfer rumours or anything like that for West Ham. So, it's another one of the teams. I don't think they're going to get relegated, but they're going to be closer to the relegation and the mid-table stuff and everything like that. So I put West Ham 14th there. Palace is a weird one. I put 13th for Palace. I think they're just going to be in the world of their own, if you get what I mean. I think they're going to be easily far enough away from relegation, but nowhere near the teams above them. Don't forget Zaha's gone. That's a big blow. I think some people say it isn't, but it's Zaha, isn't it? I mean, I don't know. I don't know who Palace have brought in. Don't think there's anyone big off the top of my head. Because obviously you see some of the transfer rumours and there's nothing I've seen that have made Palace like wow. 13th, easy peasy. Bournemouth 12th. They shocked us last season. Shocked everyone last season. So I'm just gonna leave them there or thereabouts mid-table. Should be easy enough for Bournemouth. They've proven that they can be quite capable in the Premier League. So yeah, not much to say about Bournemouth, but yeah. Fulham. I'm a bit of a. I don't know with Fulham. I put 11 for Fulham. That could be completely wrong. I think Mitrovic is gone. I think Mitrovic is gone. If he hasn't, then I don't know. It's a bit of a weird one. I don't know with Fulham. I'm putting my hands up. Fulham's one of them ones that I think I definitely could completely get that wrong. It just depends on who stays and who goes in Fulham. I mean, they've got a decent squad, but I mean, Mitrovic is massive. And I don't think he's been confirmed who's gone yet. So, not 100% sure on that one. This one again is another weird one. I put Brentford 10th. But I think Brentford are going to be quite far down in the table until Tony comes back. Once Tony comes back, it's just goals. I mean, that's what I think they'll be like 14th, 15th. Then Tony comes back and they'll get back up to mid-table. Obviously, it's massive and it's Tony, let's be honest. It's Arvin Tony. So yeah, Tony 10th. Now we get into the top 10. This is the one that I was 100%. I've been trying to wait until as much as possible is Spurs. The Kane situation still hasn't been confirmed if he's going to Bayern or not. So at the moment I'm putting them 9th because if they lose Kane, the pigeon, yeah, they're going to play the pigeon. Woo! I mean, he'll score goals, but there's a difference between Richarlison and Kane. Let's be honest. So I'm putting them 9th. If Kane does stay, I think they'd finish at definitely a couple of places higher. I think it will be interesting who finishes in Europe again. So yeah, Spurs 9th at the moment, but depends on what's going on with the Kane situation. So yeah, Brighton I'm going to go 8th. I think they'll have a good season, but not as good as last season, just because again it's another one if Casado goes. But again, we don't know what's going on there. Obviously, they've lost McAllister, 2 massive players. I don't know. I just think Brighton will still have a good season, but they could easily be a little bit lower. Just depends on Spurs. Just depends on if Casado's going. This is why I've tried to leave it as late as possible. So you know. Again, I put Villa 7th. I think we'll get Europe again, but that just depends on what's going on with Spurs. The only reason some people have put Villa higher than that. I don't know how. This is the highest I think Villa would get is 7th. But again, that depends on Spurs. I think Spurs, if Kane stays, it could be Spurs jumps up 2 places, and we probably might just miss out on Europe. Only because obviously we got Europe this season, and that does make a massive difference, as West Ham have found out. It just stretches the team out, stamina, stuff like that. So I've put them 7th, but again, Villa's another one of them that depends on what Spurs do, depends on how Europe goes. It's a bit of a confusing one in my opinion. I mean, I can't wait to see the comments. 6th and 5th they could easily swap round. I know Newcastle fans are not going to like me because I put Newcastle 6th. I put Newcastle 6th. I don't think they're going to have as good a season. Yes, they brought in Tonali, but I'm not liking the look of Tonali. I don't think he's cut out for the Prem. Some people are going to say yes, some people are going to say no. I just don't think he's cut out for the Prem. I think St. Maxi. No, I think you've got to remember Champions League for Newcastle. That's another thing that could stretch out the team. I don't know, 6th place Newcastle, but again, that could swap easily between them and Chelsea. I put Chelsea 5th. A lot of people are going to complain, oh, Chelsea ain't going to get top 6, blah blah blah. They have actually had a good transfer window. That Jackson looks unbelievable. They needed a striker. Chelsea haven't had like a proper one. They got rid of Havertz because Havertz is terrible. Still don't know why Arsenal got him, but Havertz is terrible. And they brought in Jackson. Jackson looks class. And Nkunku, as long as he doesn't get injured. He'll bang in goals. He's a player that should be pretty good for him. Again, it just depends on injuries as well. They do have a good team, Chelsea. They do have a good team. Anyone that says nothing otherwise, then they're chalking out the bomb. Chelsea would finished so low last season because they just didn't have an outright striker. Jackson looks good. Problem is, again, Nkunku can play striker, but he won't. But again, I don't know who Chelsea's backup striker is, and that could be a big issue. But I'll put them 5th. Again, them two could easily swap around, but yeah, hey ho. Top 4. I've put United 4th. That is a risky one because they could finish one place above. They could finish lower. It depends on this Højlund. Again, United are another team like Chelsea. They don't have an outright striker. Well, they didn't have an outright striker last season, really. They were using Rashford. Rashford's not an outright striker. Everyone's hyping about Højlund. I just don't know how he's going to do in the Prem. He's the right type of player, but is he going to be prolific? No. Is he going to put them when Man United do? Yes. Again, I don't know. I'll go in 4th. Again, they could easily finish third. They're not finishing any higher than that. I'm sorry, United fans. You're not finishing any higher than that at all. So yeah, United 4th. Liverpool 3rd. They have bolstered their squad. They've got some good players. I don't like Núñez, but I know he's going to score goals. They've got good backups. Salah's amazing. Diaz's amazing. I don't know about their defence though. Kanate, Kanate will probably start next to Van Dijk. Again, like loads of people not sure where Trent's going to play. I think he's going to start as a right back still. Some people are saying he's going to start midfielder. If that's true, Liverpool fans, who's going to be your right back? Please let me know. Robbo, left back. Liverpool's team is good. They've bolstered their team. Should easily finish 3rd, in my opinion. Should. So, again, Liverpool fans are going to argue why have I not put them 2nd or 1st. I genuinely think again this season is going to be very close between Arsenal and City. Arsenal have brought in some good players, apart from Havertz. I'm sorry, Arsenal fans. Havertz stinks. He just stinks. Unless he somehow turns it around. I watched the Community Shield, and he just looks terrible. I don't understand why you picked him up. Like, yeah, I don't know. I haven't got a clue with what you're doing there, but Arsenal picked up some good players. Timber looked good, and yeah, this is what it is. I think they're going to finish 2nd again because they're probably going to bottle it as per normal. And City are just City, aren't they? Let's be honest. They haven't really changed their team much, City, but they don't really need to. So they didn't look that great in the Community Shield. Again, it's going to be another one of them. Arsenal, I think, are going to be top of the table for most of the, I'd say at least till after Christmas. And I just have a feeling they're going to bottle it again. I just have that feeling again. I don't know what you guys think, but I just have that feeling again that Arsenal are going to bottle it again and finish 2nd. It might be closer this season, but yeah, I mean, the problem is I think Arsenal had big injuries, losing Saliba's injury. I mean, Jesus wasn't a long injury, but that still made a difference in my opinion. But Saliba was probably the main reason Arsenal lost that league, because the defence is pish. I don't rate Gabriel that much, and a lot of people argue about me with that one. So yeah, I can't really talk much about City. They've got whatever they want. Their depth is still unreal. Yeah, they've lost Gundogan, but yeah, it doesn't really make too much difference. They've lost a couple of other players, but yeah, they've still got Phillips as a backup. I don't know about that one, but yeah. So yeah, Prem prediction, interesting. I know. Comments below. Can't wait to see them. Let me see what you guys predict. Can't wait for the abuse from certain fans, or even me just putting Villa obviously 7th. But that's a high point. That's the highest point, I think. But you never know. The Emery effect might happen. But yeah, thank you everyone for watching this prediction video. Can't wait to come back to this at the end of the season. But hopefully it's another good Prem season. Thank you everyone for watching, you bunch of legends. I'll see you guys in the next video stream. Take it easy, and obviously, peace.